Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, hospitals at risk of closing their doors, and 400,000 area residents may be without health insurance. How President Trump's domestic spending bill could impact health care in Washington, and why supporters say the bill will help more than hurt. Plus, some students from Chiawana High School are saying goodbye to their families and immersing themselves in a new culture. Details on their life-changing trip. And an indoor aquatic recreation facility is taking shape in Pasco. We have the very latest on its progress. And Hayden Nix is tracking fire conditions on this first alert weather day. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on this Friday. I'm Wendy Redman. Austin is off. Winds were picking up today, adding to the fire danger on this first alert weather day. That's why we begin with your forecast tonight. Hayden Nix is in for Stacy Lee. Hayden, what can you tell us?
Well, we are still looking at some pretty high-risk wildfire dangers right now with the high temperatures and also gusty conditions outside and very low humidity levels. You can take a look at our sky cam here from the Apple Valley studio here in Kennewick. You see that little bit of some smoke and haziness there from some vegetation fires in the area at this time. The camera's shaking a little bit, and you can see the rustling in the trees there with that humidity at 22% and the dew point at 44, so very dry conditions. It's currently 88 with sustained winds at 17 miles per hour, and we have seen those gusts hitting that 25 to 45 mile per hour range as we were expecting with our forecast. Temperatures are still trying to cool down right now, but still hot out there. Our sustained winds, as I showed you earlier, talked about 16 in Tri-Cities, but back off towards the west in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys there, Toppenish at 28, 23 down in Hermiston, 21 in Pendleton. Gusts currently 31 in Hermiston, 25 in Yakima, and 17 at Satis Pass. We are expecting these breezy conditions to exist at least for several more hours here through early Saturday morning, but thankfully this is not going to be a prolonged situation that carries into the weekend, but first alert for sure now through 2 a.m. Of course, we're going to have an update on how the weekend is shaping up in just a little bit.
All right, Hayden, thanks so much. We'll stay tuned for that. In the meanwhile, level 3 evacuations are in place now for a small area in Klickitat County. Take a look at these images you see on your screen. This is just east of Bingen along South Highway 14. Whoa, just billowing smoke in that picture there. The fire can actually be seen as far away as Hood River, which is where these photos were taken. According to fire officials, right now, this fire is at about 250 acres and growing. We'll, of course, keep an eye on it for you and update you just as soon as we get more information. During the next 10 years, 400,000 people in Washington could be left without health insurance. This as President Trump's domestic spending bill will cut $1 trillion in American health care spending. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz reports on how the cuts could impact your health coverage.
Nearly 2 million people, including 800,000 kids, are enrolled in Apple Health, Washington's Medicaid program. But with the signing of President Trump's Big Beautiful Bill, at least 250,000 Apple Health customers will lose their health insurance.
It makes the largest ever cuts to Medicaid, which we know in Washington State as Apple Health, and which nearly 2 million people, including the majority of kids in 26 of our state's 39 counties, rely on.
Combined with around 150,000 Washingtonians who will now be priced out of the state's healthcare exchange program, around 400,000 residents total will be uninsured due to the bill. These health insurance cuts may mean that Washington hospitals could lose at least $662 million in Medicaid revenue each year, which Senator Patty Murray says could be especially harmful to hospitals in central Washington.
We know there are actually 9 at-risk hospitals right now that they are talking about in central Washington because if they don't have this reimbursement, they can't keep their doors open.
Third Way, a Democratic Party-aligned think tank, estimated the lost revenue for several central Washington hospitals. Federal cuts and revenue losses could force central Washington hospitals, especially rural ones, to lay off staff, raise treatment prices, or even close their doors for good.
I very much worry about Central and Eastern Washington. When those hospitals close and those residents don't have any access there, then they're going to need to come somewhere for their care. They likely will come over here. We just won't be able to accommodate all the patients, in addition to their not having insurance coverage and the financial impact.
But let's take a look at why supporters of the Big Beautiful Bill say healthcare cuts actually help more than hurt. Supporters say these cuts mean the end of unnecessary treatments or tests, which account for a large portion of healthcare spending, as well as the overpricing of drugs and procedures. Supporters also say cutting the bloated spending will help lower costs for individuals and employers, which means better pricing on insurance premiums and out-of-pocket expenses. The results, though, whether more positive or negative, will come with time. In Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Washington is expected to lose between $31 and $51 billion in federal Medicaid funding during the next decade. In Richland, want to weigh in on the Downtown Loop project? It's a plan that will convert two of the city's busiest streets, George Washington Way and Jadwin Avenue, into pedestrian-friendly one-ways. The city of Richland says there will be public engagement opportunities to discuss this new project coming in the future. The city plans to host an open house for the project later this year and more engagement events centered around traffic control once construction begins. In the meantime, the city aims to connect with community members that would be directly affected by the project.
We're also creating a focus group comprised of some community stakeholders, including businesses and public safety, some other stakeholders in the community that will inform some of the actions we will take related to communication.
The design is set to be finalized by the end of the year, and construction would start in spring of 2026. If you've ever traveled abroad, you know how powerful a cross-cultural experience can be. Now, for a group of Pasco students, that experience is just beginning as they head to Japan for 2 weeks of immersion, adventure, and unforgettable memories. At Tri-Cities Airport, there were hugs, photos, and a few tears as students from Chiawana High School said goodbye to their families and boarded a flight to Japan. The trip is part of a decades-long sister city exchange with Yokohama, designed to foster friendship and understanding between cultures.
This has had a lot of impact on especially the Pasco community, the students and the families who have hosted. And for example, these students, many of them have hosted, and now they get to do the exchange program in Japan and have the opportunity of being hosted by Japanese families for 2 weeks.
The students will be gone for 2 weeks, returning with stories, experiences, and maybe even new global friendships. Police are investigating a deadly explosion at a Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department training facility. Officials say 3 sheriff's deputies were killed this morning in what's being called a critical workplace incident. Jen Sullivan has the very latest details.
Emergency responders in the Los Angeles area rushing to the scene of a reported explosion at a training facility for the LA County Sheriff's Department.
An explosion with 3 down. Fire is also notified.
That 911 call notifying responding emergency crews that 3 people were killed. All of them members of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department working in the arson and explosives unit.
There's definitely a black cloud hanging over the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. This is, unfortunately, the largest loss of life for us as the LA County Sheriff's Department since 1857.
The explosion happened just after 7:30 a.m. local time Friday at the Pascailou Center Trading Academy, which is 6 miles east of downtown LA. The Sheriff's Department says that facility houses the department's special enforcement units and bomb squad. The 3 deputies killed had decades of service with the Sheriff's Department.
Between all 3 sworn members, they had served our community proudly for 74 years.
Officials say it appears to be an accident, but it's unclear exactly what happened and what caused the explosion.
Our intent is to look at this from the very beginning and figure out what is it exactly that caused this tragic event.
LA County's homicide unit and the FBI are investigating. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
The names of the officers have not yet been released. Following this newscast, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on coverage of the explosion in Los Angeles and a big prisoner swap. 10 Americans held in Venezuela are on their way home. Coming up next here on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, Grandview is asking for residents' input about an in-town chicken ordinance. We'll tell you how you can make your voice heard. And Hayden's coming back with a full look at your first alert weather forecast when we come back. We'll be back after this.
If you have heart failure or chronic kidney disease, Farxiga can help you keep living life, because there are places you'd like to be. Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and bacterial infection between the anus and genitals, both which may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness or swelling between the anus and genitals. Ask your doctor about Farxiga today.
Farxiga. Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
For years, everyone thought with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and instant talk and say, you won't believe where I am. Seriously, where am I? Hey, I got signal.
It's our 48th anniversary at More Furniture, 3 generations strong, thanks to you. For 48 incredible years, we've had the honor of furnishing your homes. From our family to yours, we're celebrating with 72 months interest-free financing and no money down on every purchase over $19.99. Plus, we'll remove and donate your gently used pieces locally. That's 6 full years with no interest. Just gorgeous furniture, unbeatable value, and easy monthly payments. Only at More Furniture, where everyone gets more furniture for less.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday, July 19th at 9 a.m. Good News Today will resume its regularly scheduled time on Sunday, July 27th at 9 a.m.
Apple Valley News Now, the official television home of the Seattle Kraken.
Welcome back. The city of Grandview wants to hear from residents on a pretty hot topic. Should chickens be allowed in town? The city launched a survey after hearing from residents that they'd like the city to change their current in-town chicken ordinance. The city administrator says he believes the rise in concern comes with the rise in egg prices and getting access to them at grocery stores. The current code, he says, doesn't allow for chickens in town. So he brought the concern forward to the council, which led to them putting out a survey.
Because there's some people that absolutely do not, because they don't like the smell of the chickens. They do make a little bit of noise. Of course, no roosters would be allowed. And so we thought we would send a survey out to see what the community thought. And because council really didn't want to make a decision about it, if the community really supported it, then they want to go that direction. If the community really predominantly doesn't, then we would just keep the current policy and the code as it currently is.
The administrator says the survey will be up for 30 days. In Grandview, the sun isn't the only thing shining over the city, so is the support for small local businesses. Heidi Churchill is the manager of Abby's Corner. She says she, along with the building owner, opened up shop to help others open theirs. Currently, Churchill says Abby's Corner is home to 6 small businesses with 2 more on the way. Churchill says she understands what it's like to get a business started, so they're trying to connect starter businesses with the right resources.
We have a shelving unit that is $35 a month, and we go up to an 8x8, which is $150 a month. And you just have to have a business license to do business in Grandview. And we do a lease with you.
Currently, Churchill says Abby's Corner is home to 6 small businesses with 2 more on the way. It's located on 100 West 2nd Street. Construction is underway on a brand new aquatic center in Pasco and is promising to make a big splash once it opens. The new facility is being built in the Broadmoor area. It was funded through a 0.2% sales tax measure that voters passed back in 2022. Once finished, the center will offer year-round indoor aquatic recreation, including 4 lap lanes, a lazy river, an indoor and outdoor hot tub, and water slides that will stand nearly 35 feet tall. The outdoor area will also feature a lazy river, a drop slide, and a separate activity pool for families and kids.
The Tri-Cities, as we've been growing, has been looking at what kind of regional facilities it needs. So we have a convention center via Kennewick. There's a Reach Museum via Richland. The next on the list have been an aquatics facility and a performing arts facility. So we're fulfilling the aquatics facility part in Pasco and adding that as a regional facility to the Tri-Cities.
Watkins says the project is moving along on schedule, with the first phase of the new aquatic center expected to be done by May. On the sports beat now, 8 teams, 3 days, and a whole lot of baseball. The Warriors Invitational is back at Columbia Basin College this weekend and is bringing some of the top 14U talent to the Tri-Cities. The annual tournament has become a summer staple. It draws teams from across the region for a chance to compete on a college field and play under high school rules. With a 3-game guarantee and a championship trophy on the line, organizers say it's about more than just winning. It's about growth, competition, and community. Entry fees and donated baseballs help cover the costs and keeping this tradition going each and every year.
Just started it by getting an idea of having teams get together from the area and having that affordable tournament for everybody to come play in. Not looking to make any profit on this thing, just having teams get together and get some good baseball on a high-quality field here at CBC.
Games run through Sunday, with that championship game on Sunday at 5 p.m. Families are welcome to come out and watch the action. Now, speaking of action, the Seattle Kraken announced their regular season schedule for the 2025-26 season, starting at home in Seattle on October 9th against the Anaheim Ducks. This year, the Kraken is introducing new ticket packages for fans who have to travel to Seattle for the games. These 6-game ticket packages save fans 25% compared with purchasing single-game tickets. Single-game tickets go on sale July 25th, but those packages are already on sale.
We want Kraken tickets to be more affordable. We want them to be more accessible, and that is a main pillar of our organization is accessibility. So we listen to our fans, we talk to our season ticket holders, we talk to folks who come from all over the place to come to Kraken games, and we came up with some exciting new 6-game ticket plans, and one I think specifically that I'm excited about is the weekend plan.
Other options beside the weekend package include the home opener 6-game pack, which of course includes tickets to the home opener, as you would expect, as well as tickets for when Seattle takes on the defending Stanley Cup champion, the Florida Panthers.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
It has certainly been a busy afternoon on our First Alert Weather Day on this Friday, as we have had some very dry conditions, high wind speeds, and of course warm temperatures, all the necessary fuel ingredients for any kind of wildfire to really launch. And thankfully we've kept things on the contained side, but we are keeping a close eye on a couple of wildfires, especially in Morrow County, Oregon, and also Benton County, right on the state line there, just to the northeast of Hermiston, along the interstate going northward towards the Tri-Cities area. So far, nothing dangerous, but we are monitoring that very closely with those wind speeds still gusting up and sustained actually between 20 and 25 miles per hour, and that's been the latest here in the 5 o'clock hour. Now, wind speeds are going to continue to remain elevated for the next several hours here until we can finally get that dry cold front through and help get these wind speeds down, which will take at least another 24 hours, but definitely not near as drastic tomorrow as they have been for today. You can see the vegetation situation is still going to remain pretty dry as we go into this weekend, but thankfully we'll see some of the other ingredients not be as intense. So our first alert weather day is still in effect, and that's going to be through 2 a.m. Tonight, early tomorrow morning, those peak wind gusts could still reach 25 to 45 miles per hour, along with the very dry conditions in place. Temperatures are still hovering well above normal in some locations. Hanford at 97, Tri-Cities at 97, 92 in Hermiston. But we're starting to see some of those cooler conditions settling in along the Cascades there, 79 in Ellensburg, still 88 in Yakima. I do have some good news, though. We do expect these temperatures to relax a few degrees as we head into this weekend. After that frontal boundary leaves and we let those winds ease up off the Cascades there, we should see those temperatures dropping into the mid-80s over the weekend. But notice the trend, though. Wednesday, Thursday of next week, we've got another round of hot weather and above average temperatures coming back to the forecast. So let's talk about how the weather pattern is shaping up to cause all this. So there's the frontal boundary that is going to be driving to the south. And as we continue to put this into motion, look off towards Canada, British Columbia, and Alberta, we're still seeing a new system developing. Now, this is going to start impacting us early next week. Frontal boundary starts to drop southward, crossing the border, and then by the time we make it into Monday, notice we'll start to see a dip in the jet stream right over the northwestern U.S., right over us. This, in conjunction with some moisture pulling in from the Pacific, there's a chance we could see some rainfall out of this, mainly in the higher elevations of the Cascades and the Blues. But so far, there is an opportunity, around 10 to 30% chance, Monday, Tuesday, maybe even lingering into Wednesday, with rainfall potential. It's still very light, but we're watching it closely. Tonight's forecast, temperatures are going to be hovering into the lower 60s tomorrow. 91 on Saturday, 86 on Sunday. We'll keep with the 80s through Monday with the Tri-Cities, then 98 on Thursday. Breezy conditions, though, through the weekend. Yakima, 88 on Saturday. Will hold with high temperatures in the 80s through Tuesday. There's your very low-end rain chance for Monday and Tuesday. Back to the 90s Wednesday and Thursday. Ellensburg, low 80s through Monday. There's your low-end rain chances Monday and Tuesday. Low 90s back by Wednesday and Thursday. Upper 90s for Hermiston by the middle of next week with a 10% chance for a shower on Monday.
Thank you, Hayden. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, the Walla Walla Special Olympics held a recent fundraiser. We'll tell you who received top honors for raising money. That's in tonight's Spotlight.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
So why don't you speed? I've had one too many close calls on the road, and then I learned the facts.
It's dangerous to drive too fast.
It's true. 1 in 3 fatal crashes involve speeding.
This is our neighborhood, too. Most people try to be safe, but speeding is dangerous.
You know, the faster you go, the longer it takes to stop.
The faster you drive, the harder you'd hit someone. That driver gets it. Slower speeds save lives.
Please drive the speed limit so everyone is safe.
Together we get there.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social.
We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun, wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your local Honda dealer during the summer event.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services. Christine Connolly, Realtor.
In the spotlight, the Walla Walla Special Olympics recently held their Firing Cop on Top fundraiser. They say it's the biggest one of the year. And one fire department is being recognized as the winner. The Walla Walla Fire Department raised the most money in their time slot. The department says they look forward to this event every year. We'll be right back.
An awesome canyon so close to home on Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
It's random, it's real. It's the $25,000 Big Cash Bash at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Get ready because anyone could randomly win $100 cash. Only on July 19th from 1 to 7 p.m. Everyone playing in the winner's row wins. No entries or membership required. Show your club card and multiply your winnings for up to $500 cash. $25,000 randomly given away in 6 hours. July 19th only. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun, wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your local Honda dealer during the summer event.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's the summer sales event. Great time to buy. Nice weekend, Hank?
Spectacular. Took the family camping, courtesy of Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years. Morgan?
Baseball tournament. My Explorer put the whole infield.
How about you two?
Mud bath.
Get 0% APR financing with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days on select Ford vehicles. Plus, get a complimentary maintenance plan for 2 years.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
Apple Valley News Now is Yakima.
Apple Valley News Now is Pendleton.
Apple Valley News Now is Tri-Cities.
Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
We are on your side.
Take a look at your screen and your reason to smile tonight. Good morning from Columbia Park, indeed. What a gorgeous shot out there from Raphael. And thanks to our friends, as always, at Lifetime Dental Care. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the News at 5. You can always find the latest on all of our stories at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. World News Tonight is coming your way next, and we'll see you back here at 6 o'clock. Have a good evening, everyone.